The year was 1540, a time when the Indian subcontinent was a mosaic of kingdoms and empires, each vying for power and dominance. Amidst this turbulent era, a significant event was about to unfold. Deep in the heart of Rajasthan, a kingdom stood proud. Its name was Mewar. A land known for its valor and rich cultural heritage, the rugged terrain and majestic forts of Mewar were a testament to its resilience and strength. On the 9th of May, a prince was born. The air was filled with joy and celebration as the people of Mewar welcomed their future leader. They called him Pratap Singh. Born into the Sisodia clan, his birth was seen as a beacon of hope for the kingdom. Little did they know he would become a legend. His name would be etched in the annals of history as one of the greatest warriors of his time. Maharana Pratap, the future lion of Mewar, was a true Rajput. His life was destined to be a saga of bravery, sacrifice, and unwavering commitment to his people. He was born to rule and fight for his people. From a young age, he was instilled with the values of courage, honor, and loyalty. From a young age, Pratap was trained in warfare. His training was rigorous, designed to prepare him for the numerous battles he would face in his lifetime. He learned to ride horses and wield swords with unmatched skill. His prowess in combat became evident early on. He grew strong and fearless, embodying the spirit of a true warrior. His determination and strength were admired by all who knew him. The young prince embraced the Rajput traditions of bravery and honor. These traditions were not just rituals, but a way of life that defined the very essence of his being. He would need all his strength to face the challenges that lay ahead. The path before him was fraught with danger and adversity. For the Mughal Empire, vast and hungry for power, was casting its shadow over Rajasthan. The stage was set for a clash of titans, and Maharana Pratap was destined to be at the heart of this epic struggle. Uday Singh II, Pratap's father, ruled Mewar. He had many wives and sons. This led to conflict over who would inherit the throne. Despite not being the eldest, Pratap was his father's favorite. He saw in his son the makings of a great king. In 1572, Uday Singh passed away. Maharana Pratap ascended to the throne of Mewar, but his claim was challenged. His half-brother, Jagmal Singh, also desired the crown. This internal strife weakened Mewar. It left them vulnerable to the growing threat from the north, the Mughal Empire. The Mughal Emperor Akbar desired control over all of India. He had already conquered many kingdoms. Mewar, with its strategic location and resources, was next on his list. Akbar sent envoys to Mewar. He offered Pratap a deal: submit to Mughal rule and retain some autonomy. Pratap faced a difficult choice. He could choose peace and wealth under Mughal rule, or he could choose resistance and a life of struggle. Maharana Pratap chose the path of honor. He refused to bow to anyone. He would defend his kingdom's independence with his life. His answer to Akbar was a resounding no. This defiance enraged the Mughal emperor. War was inevitable. The clash between Maharana Pratap and Akbar was inevitable. It took place on June 18, 1576. The battlefield was a narrow mountain pass called Haldighati. The Mughal army was vast, with thousands of soldiers and war elephants. Pratap's army was smaller, but their courage was unmatched. The Battle of Haldighati was a sight to behold. The Rajputs fought with unmatched ferocity. Maharana Pratap, astride his loyal horse Chetak, led from the front. He plunged deep into the Mughal ranks, his valor inspiring his men. The air was thick with the smell of sweat, blood, and gunpowder. Section 5, A Kingdom of Shadows. Despite the valiant effort, the Rajputs suffered heavy losses at Haldighati. The battlefield was strewn with the bodies of brave warriors who had fought with unmatched courage. The air was thick with the scent of blood, and the cries of the wounded echoed through the desolate landscape. Maharana Pratap, though wounded, fought his way out with the help of his loyal horse, Chetak. Chetak, despite being gravely injured, carried his master to safety, galloping through the chaos and confusion of the battlefield. Their bond was legendary, a testament to the loyalty and bravery of both man and beast. But, the battle took its toll. The once mighty Rajput forces were now a shadow of their former selves, exhausted and demoralized. The cost of the battle was immense, both in terms of lives lost and the spirit of the warriors who survived. Chetak, the brave steed, succumbed to his injuries soon after saving his king. Maharana Pratap mourned the loss of his loyal companion deeply. The sight of Chetak lying lifeless on the ground with an arrow piercing his body was a heart-wrenching moment for the warrior king. Mewar, their beloved homeland, fell to the Mughals. The ancient city, once a symbol of Rajput pride and resilience, was now in ruins. The Mughal forces had overtaken the historical fortress, leaving behind a trail of destruction and despair. But Maharana Pratap's spirit remained unbroken. Despite the overwhelming odds, he stood tall, his resolve as strong as ever. His determination to reclaim his homeland and restore its former glory was unwavering. He retreated into the rugged Aravalli hills. The mountains provided a natural fortress, a place where he could regroup and plan his next move. The harsh terrain was both a challenge and a refuge, a place where he could continue his fight against the Mughal invaders. There he rallied his people and continued his resistance. He inspired his followers with tales of their glorious past and the promise of a free future. His leadership and vision kept the flame of resistance burning bright. He knew he couldn't defeat Akbar in a direct confrontation. The Mughal army was too powerful, too numerous. But Maharana Pratap was a master strategist, always thinking several steps ahead. He understood that a different approach was needed. So he adopted guerrilla tactics. These unconventional methods allowed him to strike at the Mughal forces in unexpected ways, keeping them off balance and constantly on edge. His knowledge of the terrain gave him a significant advantage. He and his men would launch surprise attacks on Mughal outposts and supply lines. These raids were swift and devastating, disrupting the enemy's operations and weakening their hold on the region. Maharana Pratap's relentless efforts ensured that the fight for Mewar's freedom continued, even in the face of overwhelming adversity. Section 6. Finding beauty in struggle. Even in the heart of his struggle, Maharana Pratap never lost sight of his duty to his people. He established a new capital at Shavand. It became a beacon of hope for the people of Mewar. Despite the hardships they faced, Pratap's court at Shavand was a haven for art and culture. He patronized artists, musicians, and poets. He believed that even in the darkest of times, art had the power to uplift the human spirit. This showed that he wasn't just a warrior king, he was a wise and compassionate ruler who cared deeply for his people's well-being. Section 7. The Raw returns. Years passed. Maharana Pratap and his loyal followers never gave up. They harassed the Mughal forces relentlessly. Their guerrilla tactics took a toll on Akbar's resources and morale. Slowly, Maharana Pratap started to reclaim lost territories. One by one, fortresses fell back into his hands. He won back important regions like Kumbhalgarh, Udaipur and Gogunda. His victory at the Battle of Defiance in 1582 was a turning point. It significantly weakened the Mughal hold on Mewar. The line of Mewar had roared back to life. Section 8. A legacy forged in courage. Maharana Pratap never surrendered to Akbar. He never compromised on his principles. He spent the last years of his life trying to rebuild his kingdom. He died in 1597 at the age of 57. He died a free king. His bravery had left an indelible mark on the history of India. His story became a source of inspiration for generations to come. He became a symbol of Rajput valor, resilience, and the indomitable spirit of freedom. Maharana Pratap's legacy extends far beyond his lifetime. He is remembered as a national hero. Section 9. Inspiration echoes through time. Maharana Pratap's story did not end with his death. His legacy transcended the boundaries of time and space, becoming a beacon of hope and resilience for countless generations. His life, filled with valor and unyielding determination, became a source of inspiration for many who came after him. It lived on, inspiring future generations to fight for their freedom. In schools across India, children learn about his bravery and his relentless fight against the Mughal Empire. They dress up as Maharana Pratap during cultural events, embodying his spirit and keeping his memory alive. Centuries later, another great warrior drew inspiration from his life. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, the founder of the Maratha Empire, looked up to Maharana Pratap as a guiding star. Shivaji's own battles against the Mughals were fueled by the stories of Pratap's courage and strategic brilliance. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj, who challenged Mughal rule in the 17th century, saw Maharana Pratap as a role model. He admired Pratap's unwavering courage and his refusal to bow down to foreign rule. This admiration was not just a passing sentiment, It was a deep-seated respect that influenced Shivaji's own leadership and military strategies. He admired Pratap's unwavering courage and his refusal to bow down to foreign rule. This admiration was not just a passing sentiment, it was a deep-seated respect that influenced Shivaji's own leadership and military strategies. The tales of Pratap's resistance and his undying spirit were like a guiding light for Shivaji, helping him navigate the tumultuous waters of his own battles. Today, Maharana Pratap is more than just a historical figure in India. He is a symbol of courage, integrity, and the fight against oppression. His legacy is celebrated in various forms, from grand memorials to vibrant festivals where people dress up as historical figures reenacting the glorious past. He is a symbol of courage, integrity, and the fight against oppression. His story is not confined to history books. It is a living, breathing part of the cultural fabric of India. People hold rallies, waving banners with his image, chanting his name, and drawing strength from his indomitable spirit. His story continues to be told and retold through books, films, and folklore. Authors pen down his heroic tales, filmmakers bring his battles to life on the big screen, and storytellers weave his legend into the rich tapestry of Indian folklore. Each retelling adds a new layer to his enduring legacy. His name is synonymous with bravery, patriotism, and the spirit of freedom. In military parades, soldiers salute in his honor, acknowledging the warrior who never surrendered. School plays depict his life, teaching young minds the values of bravery and patriotism. The line of Mewar may be gone, but his roar still echoes through the ages. The majestic landscapes of the Aravalli Range and the historic Chittorgarh Fort stand as silent witnesses to his legacy. His spirit continues to inspire, reminding us that true courage never fades away.